Hi, my name is Shanika. Welcome to my channel. And in this video, I will be using Pattern Beauty's styling products to do a wash and go. Now, before we move on, if you haven't already, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of my future video uploads. Now let's get right into it. So the products that I'm using from the Patterns line is their leave-in conditioner, define and moisturize, the Pattern styling cream, rich moisture and definition. Okay, and lastly, the Pattern Stronghold Gel, slick and snatched. I'm going to go ahead and start doing my hair. I'm gonna just speed up doing the back portion and just do the front portion. If you want to see more of me like doing my wash and go and everything and me going more in depth and explaining how I do it, which I'll probably touch on a little bit here as well, but I will have in the cards coming across the screen my wash and goes playlist so you can see those other wash and goes and where I explain and step by step on some of them, as well as I will have it linked in the description box down below. So if you want to check that out after this video, go ahead and check it out so you can see my other wash and go videos and what other products that I've used for those wash and goes. All right, so let's get straight into this. Talk about this packaging real quick. So I really like this packaging. So it's matte and like smooth. It's matte, it's smooth all the way around. It's not something that could just break like glass if you dropped it, so I do like that. And I also liked that in the inside when you opened it, so before this, the seal that she had on there was like a flat seal that had a little pull-up part, so I could just pull it up and pull it off, and I think that you know, is a nice seal. So it's not something that's like stuck around where it's like hard to pull up, because you know sometimes they have those flat seals that don't have any part to help you pull it up or anything. It's just like whatever's that smidget that's on the outside you're trying to pull up, which is kind of hard sometimes. But the seal that they had on this was perfect. If you ever get it, like you'll see that white flat seal and the pull apart that I'm talking about. I really did like that. So the packaging, definitely like it. It's good. And this was great to have it in a squeeze bottle to just squeeze it down, so I won't have to be doing nothing that's pumping or anything like that, which pumps are good, but it's just that sometimes when as you're applying product and you're going from product to product, then you're going to the next section of your hair, you know, you find that you kind of have to dry your hands a little bit and then pump it again, because if not, you're just going to be slipping your hands on pumping the product. So I do like this too. It does kind of have a matte feel and finish on it, so it, you know, it's also nice. And I appreciate that the styling products, so the cream and the gel, are 15 fluid ounces. That gives you so much product when it's 15 fluid ounces. And as curly girls, like, you know, or guys, curly guys too as well, you know that you have a lot of hair. Even if your hair is shorter, you know, if your hair is shorter, like, that's a bonus because it will last you longer. Your hair is longer, it may not last you as long, but I've used these, the gel twice and the styling cream 3 times, and I still have a lot left. And even though I don't have as much left in the leave-in conditioner, I think it's about maybe about here that's left. I just love the bigger size because, you know, when you have a lot of hair, you just need more product. And sometimes people are heavy-handed, or they need to be a little heavy-handed because of certain products, and maybe they're not being moisturizing enough and they need to put a little more so that their hair gets enough moisture to set for the week and everything. And so it's just good to have a product that, you know, although the price point isn't cheap, you know, you're getting a lot for that price point. And the main thing about all of this is, even for that price point, if it works on top of all of that, then that's great. Okay, so now I am finished applying all the products in my hair. And if you've seen some of my other wash and go videos, I put the clips on the bottom, not on the very ends where the curls will form, but just like closer to the bottom, to kind of give some weight to stretch my hair a little bit as it's drying. And then after, and while I'm doing the rest of my hair, and when I'm done, then I take these clips out. So I will be taking these clips out, and then I will be just shaking my hair so there's no parting lines or anything, making sure the curls are all loose and individual on their own. And then after that, I would be showing you guys a 360 of how my hair looks, so you can see how it looks, you know, when it's wet, and how, you know, everything is now. Just initial thoughts on the product, but I will tell you that once I shook my hair, I'll kind of show you a 360, and then I'll get right to that. So that's how the hair is looking in the 360. As you can see, that there's a lot of movement to the hair, and I did like shake it out. I still have like a parting that's right there for the middle, but once it dries a little further, I will go in there and try to blur that parting line. And what I also do is I take these silver clips, and you see how my hair is just coming towards the front. I would clip it, so like I'd clip it here, somewhere where it goes in smooth, but just kind of like clip it so that the hair isn't going to stay coming in the front, that it will, you know, be on the sides like this. So I know that it's not going to dry like all the way like that in my face. I want it to dry, you know, to the side, so I don't have to worry about all of that. So there that is. And that's what I do. I'll like sit and let it dry. So going into my initial thoughts about the styling products. So if you've seen my top videos, so my top natural hair products of 2020 playlist, and you go in there for the leave-in conditioners and the moisturizer and styler videos for that, check that out. Actually, I talked about how I use these already for a wash and go, and I was supposed to record it then, but I didn't get to, and so now I'm recording it now so you guys can see it. And I already had used these products before, but I'm not going to talk about that time. I'm just going to initially talk about now. So the leave-in conditioner, it applies on pretty smooth. I would say it's light. To me, it's light. It's not very thick in consistency. It is kind of light, and it just glides on your hair and applies on really smooth. And I do feel like this alone would not, so the leave-in conditioner alone would not be enough for my hair. I definitely would need to add a moisturizer, which is what I usually do and what I did. But applying it on, I probably do about like 2 to 3 coatings on top. And then I like, okay, no, I got to put in my moisturizer, because if I just kept doing that, you'd probably just keep applying because it wouldn't feel like enough moisture. But again, it glides on smooth. I do feel like, you know, I just want to make sure it gets distributed throughout my hair. And then after that, I move on to the next thing, which would be the styling cream. You know, that would be this in this jar. And so I'm just going to show you guys how much was used so far. And it's just that much. If you guys can kind of see, you know, how much was used. And it's pretty thick. It's not dropping out of there. And I use this now, including this time. I think this is like the 3rd time that I'm using this. And so I barely have dented it. It's 15 ounces. The leave-in conditioner was 9.8 ounces. Okay, and then going into the gel. So the gel is also 15 ounces. And what I tried to do with the gel was do 1 scoop, rub it in my hands. So it's coated over all my hands, and then smooth it on the hair. And then from there, try to rake through, and then I'll put a little bit more on the ends, and maybe just 1 more coat all the way through. So just 2 coats at most, but no more than that, because it is a stronghold gel, and you don't want to have flakage. You don't want your hair to be overly hard and then dried out because of the gel. But that's why you also have your moisturizing products beforehand, so that it is not dry when you are applying the gel. So I'm going to show you what I've used on the gel so far. And this is like 2 uses. It's not too much. The gel really is like, when you rub it in, it's thick in a sense. Like you rub it, it's thick. If you rub it too much in your hands, you can almost feel like it would just rub in and rub away. Like you wouldn't have anything else on your hands. So it's fairly thick in that sense, but it does seem to, once you coat it on, it's like this thick coating that's on top. And if I don't go in right away to rake my hair again to evenly distribute the product, then it's like some parts can get already like starting to like take in and like hold in place, where that's where I had to kind of separate some of them, if you guys saw, and then trying to go back in and smooth that gel that was on it, and then maybe put a little smidget extra to make sure that that part won't like frizz up because of me going in there. So I'm going to show you now how it looks, and if you could kind of see how much I've used. Not that, you know, not that much. Not that much. This still will last me a good while. So yeah, and that's the stronghold gel. So far everything's good. As you see, my hair is really defined. You know, again, just so you guys can kind of see how that definition, the hold it has, is really, yeah, it's like, it's really nice. You know, got a lot of, so, but I still have, you know, we still got to dry it and see how it looks dry. And so I just kind of want to tell you guys my initial thoughts on the products, applying the products. And, you know, my previous time where I had my results for these products, I really liked it. And I will share that like once my hair is dry, like how my previous results were, and then kind of compare it to how these results are. so that you kind of know how I felt both times. Okay, so I'm back. My hair is about 75 to 80% dry, and the roots, some of the roots in the back still need drying, and some parts in the back, so those parts haven't dried yet, but for the most part everything else is dry. So there's no flakage so far. Obviously a lot of shrinkage, but my hair still feels good. It does feel like I do have a little bit of a cast on it, but that's fine, because most times when you have a little bit of a cast, it'll help your hair to last throughout the week. Versus if you break the cast like first day or whatever, then yes, your hair doesn't feel like it has the cast anymore. It might feel a little lighter and softer, but it also may not last as long throughout the week. So it just depends on how you want your hair to feel and how long you want it to last. For me, I'm fine with the cast and I'm okay with that. Now, I do think my results came out really good. And just to kind of show you guys up close, let me just do a little up close action. So you can see this definition, and the curls are, some of them are like clumped together and a little more stuck together, but like I know you can see the definition on the curls. So yeah, the curls look really good. Yeah, so no complaints, no flakage. I didn't sit under the dryer for a little bit or anything like that, or diffused it. I just let this air dry, and I still had the clips here a little bit, but I didn't have them for as long as I normally have them, just because like I had to go out, so I had to take them out. But as you can see, it's not like how it was in my face. It's more towards the side, and that's why I like using those clips, because it helps, it kind of separates it over, so that I have like, okay, it's more shaping my face than being in my face. Now, going into comparison for this, like doing it this time and how I did it last time. Last time my hair was a little bit more elongated, I will say that, and this time it is more shrunken. So I don't know if that's due to I use just a smidget more gel or something like that. Could be part of the reason why. So the only thing that I will say with the pricing on these, you probably would want to wait until they have a sale if you're on a budget, and you can do one of their sales and shop their sales so that you can get some discounts off the products. But I do believe that these products will last you for a while. Like I said, the 15 ounces has allowed me to really make use of the product and use it more than once. So overall, I loved it last time. I did love the elongation. I loved how my hair just had movement, body, fluffy, and I think the fluffiness probably came over time, because I'm sure that time I had a little bit gel cast at first too, but then later on maybe it broke and I had a little more fluffy and lightness in my hair. But even now I have a lot of fluffiness, movement, some of the curls have clumped on together, but it still moves, like it's not like stiff. So that's really good. And I just love this scent that the line carries. It's like this flower scent that's in the line that just smells so nice and refreshing. It smells so good. Like as my hair is drying, I'm smelling it. Like my hair's moving and stuff and I'm smelling it. And it's not overwhelming. It just smells really, really, really good. So I would recommend this overall. I'm sure if you tried it, hopefully your hair will like it, because it would be a good investment in this line to have it, and then you can be able to use it for longer periods of times for many uses and stuff like that. I definitely would recommend these products. Again, you can always try to check them out on a sale. And comment down below whether you have tried these products already. If you haven't tried these products, then let me know if you would like to try it or you're interested in trying the products. And then like this video if you've gotten value out of it, and share this with your friends and family, because I know if you've gotten value out of it, they will get value out of it too. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified of my future video uploads. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.